Good morning. I am not in today. I had a dentist appointment actually this morning, but I wanted to give you the lesson for variables so that you can watch this video and get some of this done. If you are feeling lost, I know I've been out between me having pneumonia and my son being really sick. It's not a good thing. I apologize. So if you're feeling lost and you want to come see me at Norski time, just have your teacher call down or come see me for a pass in between classes, okay? All right, let's do this lesson on variables. The most important thing you need to get out of this is that we can use variables to store information like a score or something that's going to change. So we're going to add, I'm going to pull a comment right here, and I'm going to say variables. Variables, there are 4 choices here. When you're creating a variable, we use this very top one. I'm going to pull 2 of them out because I want to keep track of both fishes' score. So each time they hit the finish line or 0 first on this side of the screen, they'll get a point. So I'm going to say blue fish score, and I'm going to start it at 0, and pink fish score, and I'm going to start that one at 0. So simply storing a variable will not make it show up on the screen. To have it show up on the screen, we're going to have to put in some text lines to keep the score or show the score. And we're going to need 2 for each one. We need a text box that tells us the label that says this is the score for the green fish, and then one that actually holds the variable. So there's no quotes around that one. So we're going to start with our bluefish score. So I'm going to go to drawing. I'm going to go right under the seaweed. And I'm going to start right here with display score. And I'm going to pull, here's where I had that text with the yellow color. I'm actually going to drag this right up here because then it'll follow down. If you want the colors to be different or the size to be different, that's completely fine. Just change it. This is 12, so I'm going to actually do one quick change here. I'm going to leave this text size of 12 right here, or 24 right here. And I'm going to pull a text size of 12 in for the score. So, for the score, first thing I need is one text string. And this, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see my text a little better, is going to be blue fish. And I put a space after it, so there's a little bit of space between this and the number that I'm going to put in. I'm going to start this about 10 pixels over. I'm going to leave it at 15 for now. I can adjust if I need to. Then, I'm going to use the delete button to get rid of, and the backspace to get rid of the quotation marks. So see how I have nothing in here at all? Here's where I'm going to put blue fish score. And that's from this variable that I made right here. Make sure your letters match up, upper and lowercase. And I'm going to move this over about 50 pixels, gives me enough space. Again, I'll probably have to adjust that if I run it right now. You'll see it right here in the 0. So that looks good for the score for right now. Now I need to do the same for my pink fish. My pink fish, I'm going to start over at like maybe 265, let's see, 300 we're going to start it at. We're going to do the text string and say pink fish, and another text string. And again, I'm going to use the delete and backspace, pink fish score, matching the name of the variable that I created way up here at the top of the screen. I'm going to put this one at this one at 300 and this one at about 355. Yep, that works. I might want to move them over just a little bit. We'll see once it starts scoring. So, when is it going to change score? Well, we can tell right here that if the blue fish is less than 0, it wins. So that makes sense. We can actually get rid of this, but I'm going to leave it there. It only flashes for a second, so it doesn't really matter. But you can throw this text thing out in the garbage if you don't want it anymore. But here's how I'm going to change that variable. I'm going to grab the third one down right here. And I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to say blue fish score equals, and I'm going to do some math. Blue fish score plus 1. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for pink fish. So when the pink fish gets there first, remember I'm getting this third one down. It's assign a variable. You don't want the var in it. That's not going to work. I'm going to say pink fish score equals pink fish score plus 1. Now if I run it, when one of them wins, you'll see their score change. Yay. Now they're tied. Ooh, what's going to happen? They're exactly the same. The blue must have been just a little bit further. Alright, so that is the working code for this. It's not too much. Once you finish this, I would like you to try to go to your projects and either work on the outer space from yesterday or the scene you were making by yourself and try to add some scoring in with variables. So if you're doing your outer space one, you can maybe make the speeds random like you did for the fish tank. I would bring up both sets of code at the same time. That's how I do it when I'm working on something new but using an example. So I would have my code. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So I would have my code right here that I'm working on, and then I would have my finished fish tank open so that I could then look at it and mimic or copy what I did over here and apply it over here. If you have a little bit of a hard time with that, it's okay. We'll work on it on Monday. I will be there. So have a great weekend, and if you need me, please do come in at Norski time. I'm happy to sit down with you.